Hello there, I'm here to talk to you about terrorism. I'm sure you've come across the word terrorism either in the news, social media, even just having a talk with your friends. And most of us don't really understand the meaning of the word terrorism. My name is Moshi Kotni Shirao, and I'm here to talk to you about terrorism. Now, what is terrorism? Terrorism is the act of using violence or intimidation by a group of people so that they can inflict their political or religious ideas into a population or a society. Now, why am I here talking to you about terrorism? Because terrorism is an important topic in society and it affects us all. Terrorist groups exist all over the world and mostly they harm people through violence and other stuff, or threats, just to instill fear to a population so that they can achieve what they want mostly from governments. Now, you may be wondering, these terrorist groups, how do they work? Now, most terrorist groups work in such a way that they recruit mostly young people, men and women, by lying to them, promising them a better future. And once they have recruited these young men and women, they take them to their hideouts, mostly forests, jungles, where they cannot be found out easily. And after taking these young men and women to these forests, most of these terrorists will teach them how to fight, instill to them their false and dangerous ideas, and most of them have a pass-out ceremony, more like graduation. And after graduating, these young men and women are sent to various operations in a country or even in other countries when the terrorist attack. In these other countries, these terrorists mostly will kidnap people, kill people, they will threaten people so that the governments, local governments or national governments, can hear their grievances and they'll try to achieve what they came for. And this is how most of these terrorist groups work. Now we've known that what terrorism is, how terrorism works. What are the dangers or the impacts of terrorists in a community? Now, since we all learned that terrorism is violence and other evil stuff to achieve what they want, it is important to know that the impacts of society are negative. And a few examples are terrorists will make people fear going maybe to work, so they'll disrupt their day-to-day life. So people be afraid to go to work, afraid to go to school, because maybe terrorists announce that on a certain day, a certain week, a certain month, a certain year, they will be somewhere. So people will try and get locked into their home so that they may not meet terrorists on their way. This will weaken an economy because people are not working. This will weaken. So this is one disadvantage. It weakens an economy. And another thing terrorists has negative impact is terrorists affect businesses. Most of these terrorists tend to attack places with many people. These are malls, parks. It's a place where we have And when they attack, they bomb, shoot, destroy businesses. You see, this they are also destroying businesses, livelihoods of people, and it takes a lot of resources to recover, and sometimes some businesses never recover at all. Now, terrorists also create divisions among social, political, and religious settings. For example, terrorists may preach to people that being a Christian is wrong or being a Muslim is wrong. So you see, some people might buy into this idea, and when they have bought into this idea, terrorists will try to create divisions among friends, neighbors, relatives, which is not good for our community. Now, another thing terrorists may do to our population is terrorists will cause psychological trauma. Let's say, for example, you are involved in a terrorist attack and you saw people getting killed, people getting hurt. This image will be with you for many years to come. So you see that psychological trauma, and you might never heal from it. Terrorists also cause loss of innocent lives and disruption of families. Let's say a businessman was doing his business in a mall. A terrorist attacked and killed him. This businessman was the breadwinner for his family, for his parents, for his children, for his siblings. And when he has been killed, it will be hard for this family to move on economically because they have lost their breadwinner. So terrorism will cause a lot of damage to families. Terrorism has millions of impacts to society which we might not get time to discuss today. Now, we've learned what is terrorism, how terrorism works, impacts of terrorism to society. Now, I want us to now look at how can we deal with terrorism. Now, there are many ways which we as a person, as a community, and as a government or an authority can deal with terrorism. First of all, most terrorists try to convince young people in society